is what you all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
Oh, yeah. It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday, right? Okay, yes. I'm excited that Beatrice Dixon is going to be joining us. She's the founder of Honey Pot, and she has a book that just came out. It's called The Soul Instinct, which y'all definitely need to read. But if you guys know, the Honey Pot, they make products for us that are actually good for our vaginas. Am I allowed to say that? When it comes to products like pads and tampons, but also wipes, all of those things. And she'll be joining us today. Y'all, I'm having a rough morning, but we'll talk about it. And we've been following this Tony Ayo, Uncle Murder, all the drama, Ja Rule. So, of course, we'll talk about that today. Hopefully you guys are okay with, if you're someplace cold, hopefully y'all not having pipes bursting and things like that. But I tell you who almost didn't make it to work today because of that. But anyway, let's get the show started. Let's have some love and some positivity, please. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to spread some love to. That's 800-292-5150. It's Way Up.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is time to shine a light. And I just want to say, having a rough morning, but I do want to shine a light, looking on the bright side of things, of everybody who's been helpful. I went downstairs and a pipe burst. We don't know exactly what's going on yet, but all kinds of flooding, but it's getting handled right now. And I just want to thank everybody who's emergency came to the house right away. My makeup artist Keys, her husband Lou, brought over a pump so they could pump all the water out so there's no more issues. George, who is my old neighbor but worked at Con Edison, is over there making sure the electrical is good. My guy Renee, who's been helping me with a lot of things around the house and actually was the contractor for my first property, he sent somebody over and he's on his way. So when things like this happen, it's nice that people can come together and actually do whatever they can to help. Meek, who is over there holding it down while I had to leave and get to work, and still made it on time, by the way, because what else can I do? But anyway, and Mano's on the way, so I want to thank him also for being here today and holding it down with me, of course. It's been 3 years of Way Up, so everybody up here, we all got to come together sometimes and look at the bright side of things. All right, D. Hollywood, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on me. I'm an independent artist, but I'm 16 years old from Savannah, Georgia, and I want to shine a light on my single, Grounded.
What kind of music do you do?
So I'm kind of all over the place. With Grounded, I did R&B soul, but I also do dance music. I can do drill. So I'm never in one pocket.
Well, let me hear something.
Oh, I'm at school right now, so I don't have no equipment on me.
Okay, all right. I thought you was going to do a little acapella.
Oh, no.
What? Okay.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Well, where can people find you?
Find me on Instagram at D_Hollywood15, and you can search me up on Apple Music and Spotify.
Now, D. Hollywood, got to ask you this. Are you in the bathroom while you're supposed to be in class?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I could tell. I hear the echo. Well, you know what? Do you do shows at school and stuff? Are you a local celebrity in your school?
Not really. I'm just getting started, but they do give me a lot to play piano stuff, but they haven't heard much of my music. I kind of like to keep that away from the school.
Okay. I'm going to check you out.
All right, thank you so much.
Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150, in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie, and let's talk about Glorilla. All right, she is defending her name, and we'll tell you what she had to say to her sister, Victoria Woods, a.k.a. Scarface Woods. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yeetie. Way Up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. And look who's in the building.
Back in the building. Back
oh, my
on the
gosh.
map.
My guy Mano said, I'm glad because there's a lot of activity
that
we need to discuss. Now, first, let's get into Glorilla. We all have been watching what's been happening with her sister. Claims that Glorilla's not helping out the family financially and kind of has left them. Her mom is still working at FedEx, and Glorilla is now defending herself against these claims. She actually posted her conversation. She was on the phone with her mother, and here's what happened.
My mama begged me to put statements out. Mom, you keep doing what you want to do. You keep getting spoiled every month.
and you keep working because you want to work, because you don't want to lay on your back and beg nobody for nothing.
We resigned because the girl told where we were. She didn't know we were working at first. And when I couldn't give her the money, I said, well, I'm working. She said, you working? So that made her think that I was struggling.
Right now, during the live, Glorilla's mom confirmed that she was forced to resign from FedEx after her job and work hours were publicly mentioned. By the way, Glorilla is also saying that her sister escaped from a mental hospital when she was younger.
She's still on the run?
I mean,
like Michael Myers?
I think she said when she was younger. And now, in addition to that, she was on the phone with her father, and here is that conversation.
Whatever happened in the Woods family ain't none of y'all goddamn business.
Don't worry how I treat you.
Man, you have been outstanding. I could never pay you back for all the I don't know, count.
That's all that matters. You and my mama taking care of, and I'm happy.
You take damn good care of me. For somebody to sit online and lie on you like that, I said, damn.
Well, you heard it from them, so...
The fact that she's still running from the mental institution is wow.
Well, I think she...
How long
who knows? All right. But according to Glorilla, she said Victoria was also the only sibling removed by DCS and also denied claims that their mother abused them. And again, you can see her parents did not want something like this going so public. So,
but it was like a text that the mother wrote. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that was previously.
Okay.
But people were saying that's not how their mother talks and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know, but we are now in this family group chat that we shouldn't even be involved in. And it does feel like this sister is the only one that
feels like this.
Yeah. Because she does have a lot of siblings. And so,
But sometimes
you hear it from the parents, though.
Yeah, sometimes family is not satisfied no matter what you do.
Well, they didn't sound unsatisfied on
saying
this.
just in general, though.
And also, sometimes family will double talk. They'll say one thing to one sibling and then tell you something else.
Right.
Now, another thing that happened is Chaperone and other artists are now leaving Wasserman Agency after the CEO and founder, Casey Wasserman, was found to have connections with Jeffrey Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, that emerged in documents last week. So people are now leaving and they don't want to be affiliated. They want him to step down. And so I guess we'll see what's going to happen. But they did say it's a house on fire. Wasserman is meeting with top executives at the company, but that agency represents a lot of heavy hitters, by the way, like people like SZA and, just huge artists. All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have About Last Night, where we discuss what we had going on last night. Y'all know, I've been having a day already. I feel like I've been up for 2 days dealing with something that happened last night. But right now, let's hear some Fetty Wap. Welcome home, Fetty Wap. Here's again. It's Way Up.
Last night. Yeah. Last night. So, about last night.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Mano is
Way
back.
up.
I
I'm
don't know
back.
what you've been doing. I gotta
been all
watch.
around.
Let's rap about it to find out.
Yeah. Let's rap about it. You know what I mean?
Listen. Anyway, what was your night like?
I didn't do much. I wasn't feeling that good last night.
Me neither. You hear my
I had a
voice?
headache, and I went home early last night.
Okay, good. Sometimes you gotta do that, Mano.
Absolutely. And I knew I wanted to come up here today.
You did tell me that. You were like, I'm going to come up here. Well, yesterday, when I spoke to you, I was doing my friend Jasmine's podcast.
Right.
She has a podcast that is basically, it's called Her Roots Remain, and it's about dealing with grief.
Yeah.
So I had an opportunity to talk to her about my brother. Her daughter passed away from cancer last year, and then we were talking about my brother who passed away December 16th. And so it was just a conversation about that. So I'll be on her podcast, which it was hard to do because it was really recent and new. Right. But the studio we worked out of in Jersey City, the woman who owns the studio, her husband passed away 10 years ago. So, we were all having that conversation. He had a stroke. And so sometimes when things happen so suddenly, it's like, how do you prepare for that? And then this morning, I still made it to work on time. But when I went downstairs, I was about to leave the house. I was going to get my mittens. And I heard some water. And I was like, what is that noise? And so there was some flooding going on in my house. The whole basement is flooded. Everything down there is probably ruined. And so I just was saying I was grateful that so many people were able to be helpful today, because I still came to work and they're at the house right now handling things. And so I'm appreciative of that. But when I tell you, I was like, can I catch a break for a second? But I want to ask people, because I know a lot of times, whether you rent or own, there's so many emergencies that can happen in your home. I'm looking at people who are literally, and I felt blessed because I'm looking at people who are literally dealing with no heat right now because of whatever their landlord is doing, all kinds of emergencies. Sometimes you wait too long and an emergency gets even worse. It doesn't get better. That's one thing I learned about taking care of things in the house. You got to take care of it ASAP. So we want to hear from you about any house emergencies that you've had and how you dealt with it. I know you've had some, Mano.
Many.
It's part of what comes with it. Like, it's
garage not working, locked out.
Oh, well, yeah. I can see that. Sleeping in the car.
Well, that's
I know that's not an emergency.
Yeah.
But 800-292-5150. We want to hear about your house emergencies. And I know right now it's been freezing. I mean, literally somebody else called me up about a frozen pipe also. And I think that's been happening to a lot of people with these pipes frozen. I saw a few blocks away from me in Bed-Stuy, they had a fire hydrant was on and it flooded everybody's house. That was on the block because the hydrant was on all day. Just all kinds of things that could go wrong, and it could not be your fault. 800-292-5150. Call us up. We're just talking about house emergencies. We want to hear you guys vent and get it out there. It's Way Up.
Let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
It's Way Up with Angela.
Hey!
And me and Mano here. We're doing shots today because I'm going through a lot. Mano's
That's
going
right,
through
and
a
I'm going
lot.
to do it with you.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's what friendship is for.
That's right.
If you don't already know, I had an issue at my home, flooding. They actually just called me. They found out what pipe it was. They capped off the pipe. So now at least that's done, but it's going to be a process of opening up the walls, letting them dry up.
Open up the walls.
Redoing the drywall, all
Pipe.
of that. All right, relax. But anyway, we're talking about house emergencies because it happens to everybody.
That's right.
Whether you're an owner, whether you rent, you got roommates. Ashley, tell me about your house emergency.
Last Christmas, we lost heat. It was one of the really cold Christmases down here. And my father-in-law insisted that he could fix the heat himself and actually caused the house fire.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that's extreme.
Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. We were able to put it out. But yeah, it definitely taught us it was better to call the professionals.
Yeah, you can't play about certain electrical, plumbing. Those ain't no fix it yourself type of things. But I'm glad that it wasn't even worse. That you guys still were able to stay in your house and not have a worse fire. But that's a good lesson for everybody listening.
Yes, it is.
All right, thank you. I know y'all still make fun of him to this day. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Angela Yee.
How you
Mano.
doing?
What's happening?
I'm doing well. How about yourselves?
Good,
Great.
thank you. You sound chipper.
Man, I'm excited. I've been trying to get on this radio show for a long time.
You made it.
Yes, you made it. Now tell us about your home emergency that happened.
Back in October. It's February. I had a tree fall on my house.
Oh, no.
Scared the daylights out of me. It happened at like midnight.
Wow.
Anyway, I got holes in the roof. My laundry room is destroyed. My back porch is gone. And my landlord has not come and fixed nothing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow,
Are you still
crazy.
paying rent?
I'm still paying rent. I sure am.
I'll tell you
yeah,
what, make
I
them
want that
fix
kind of
it.
smoke.
You stop paying that rent, which you are legally within your right to do.
That is
Okay.
crazy.
All right.
Because
I'm going to keep that in mind.
sometimes you got to get things fixed and charge them back. Be like, look, I got a quote for this. If you are not going to handle this, then I'm going to have somebody come in and fix it and deduct the money from your rent.
Okay, I knew that was within my power, right? But I'm trying not to make too many ripples in the water, and I'm okay for the most
You
part.
got holes in your roof, or your laundry room is destroyed, and your back porch is gone, and you paying for all of these services.
This is true, Angela. Thank you so much. I'm about to call and start making some ripples in the water.
Yeah,
Right. Make some ripples in the water, man. If you got to, wrinkle his collar, do it.
No, but get some quotes and be like, I have somebody
Yeah.
that's going to come fix it. This is what it costs. So either we could go with my person, I'll deduct it from the rent, or you can send somebody to fix it. But either way, I can't keep paying this rent if you're not holding up your end of the bargain as the landlord.
Okay, I like that. That's my very next approach.
All right, good luck.
Hey, another thing, man. I love you guys, and my name's Jamie White, and I'm an author. I've written 2 books. This is a shameless plug, but I'm on Amazon.
That's what's up, man.
I got one, The Ultimate Guide to Lesser-Known Black Inventors.
Oh, perfect.
And I got one, The Ultimate Guide to Stoicism.
All right, well, happy Black History Month, too.
Thank you. Happy Black History Month for you guys.
All right.
I love y'all.
Thank you. Take care. We over here starting revolutions.
That's right. Fight back.
Fight back. All right. Well, that is you guys calling up about house emergencies, 800-292-5150. You can still leave a message for last word. And when we come back, we got your Yeetie. Mano, I waited for you for this.
You did?
Yes. Uncle Murder, Tony Yayo, and Ja Rule. And I want to say that Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder's podcast has also dropped.
That's right.
As well.
A real report.
Oh, my gosh. It's way up.
They say it's truth in the rumors. From industry shade to all the gossip. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
All right, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Mano. Hey. And let's get into this Yee tea. I was waiting for you for this because Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, got into it with Ja Rule on a flight.
Yeah.
And it's 2 sides to every story.
Yep.
And so here is Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo kind of trolling Ja Rule on the plane. They're coming back from San Francisco. They're all in Delta One, it looks like, so that's nice. But here it is.
Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane.
Suck ass.
Okay, so 50 Cent did also chime in. He said he was by himself, so he had to make a scene so they could remove his scary A. LOL. Yayo said SMD. And I feel like this is homophobic. I'm not going to read it. But anyway, Delta spokesperson said that 2 customers were spoken to by the cabin crew following a disagreement, and 1 customer was rebooked on a later flight. They said the flight did continue to JFK and landed without issue. It was an arguing back and forth.
Right.
And we did see this footage later on. Ja Rule posted, I popped on these punks by myself on the plane. I threw the pillow at Yayo head because you're soft. Knocked your hat all off. Ish was hilarious. And then he also posted what TMZ sent him. Jamie here from TMZ reaching out for comment regarding a Delta flight you were on Sunday morning. Witness tell us from San Francisco to JFK where Ja Rule got into an argument with Yayo on the flight. He said that Yayo yelled back the planes are federal offenses territory and he did nothing wrong. So here is Ja Rule's post from TMZ.
Let's shake.
Those people in Delta One over there with them were probably like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
But how unfortunate of all the flights in the world to be on, y'all on that same flight together.
Well, 50 and Ja was on a flight together before.
That was a while ago, yes.
Yeah,
I remember. And Ja Rule thought
together.
they was going to, at some point, rectify things, but 50's like, nah, it's for life.
Right, but they was actually on the flight together and they didn't have no kind of
They didn't have no back and forth. Uncle Murder posted, Ja got off the plane, LOL, I took his seat. And he also posted at Real Report Show, first episode out now. What better promo
that was good
for your first episode.
Shout out to the Real Report.
That came out yesterday. They talked about a lot of things, but here they are discussing what makes a podcast work.
Yo, all I said was, that's my brother.
Yo, you know what Kill Tony told me? He said what makes a podcast whack is when somebody keep cutting you off.
Yo, I'm glad that everybody out there watching know he's
Shout
the
to Kill
king.
Tony.
This
That's
the
best
king.
advice.
This the king
How are
of
we gonna
cutting people
finish?
off. Go ahead.
I'm good.
Go ahead.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you have it. We'll see how this.
So is the beef never going to die?
It feels like it. It's
forever?
been going on so long. And it is about, like, literally feeling like someone tried to take your life.
But if 50 seen Ja on the plane, they didn't have no issue, then...
Couldn't tell you.
Right.
Couldn't tell you. I would say they had no issue, but afterward they did. And I also feel like on a plane you really can't act up like that.
Right.
You'll get banned for life.
There's nothing you really could do on a plane, really.
All right, well...
But so much, actually.
That is your Yeetie. When we come back under the radar, you guys are going to love this story. This actually happened with a dozen bikers escorted a man back to a restaurant to make him apologize for racism. It's way up.
in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela
Kiss
Yee.
me through the phone.
Me and Mano are here. Let's get into some of this under the radar stories you may have missed. So, this was trending on social media, and the headline is: a biker gang makes a man apologize for using the N-word.
You better apologize.
At a restaurant,
now.
talking to a man who was sitting at the bar. You can hear them saying, "You dropped the N-word on that brother right there," and he apologized, and they dragged him back in by his collar and made him apologize. Listen to this.
Hey, yo, come on, make that say sorry.
That's right. That's why everybody should be in a biker gang.
Because you are. You guys do stuff like this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Better apologize.
Yeah, apologize. But it is like accountability, because you could see with this biker gang, they're not people of color.
That's right.
But they brought this guy back in and made him apologize, and that's the type of unity that we like to see.
That's
so
right.
we don't know the full details.
Bring the world closer together.
Of this story, and it's been reposted on a lot of different accounts, but regardless, it's nice to see good stories like this. All right, now the CEO of Chipotle says that he wants the company to market to higher income customers. So get ready for higher prices with Chipotle. Now, the CEO publicly acknowledged that the brand's most consistent customers skew toward higher income brackets. And so now they said 60% of our core users are over $100,000 a year in income. And so they can lean into that group in a more meaningful way. What does that mean? Chipotle is supposed to be good because it's also like, not crazily priced. But anyway, in other news, a cup or 2 or 3 of coffee or tea a day helps you deal with lowering your risk of dementia compared with people who don't drink coffee or tea. So they did this in a long-term observational study of 132,000 healthy adults with daily consumption of 2 to 3 cups of caffeinated coffee or 1 to 2 cups of tea, and that is associated with lowering dementia risk. And so just another reason to go and order your Coffee Uplifts People right now from Amazon or on coffeeupliftspeople.com. Just letting you know. All right, we have the Way Up mix for you at the top of the hour. Plus, Beatrice Dixon is going to be joining us. She is the founder of Honey Pot, and she has a book out right now called The Soul Instinct. This is an interview you definitely need to hear when she talks about what made her even create this company, the Honey Pot, and it had to do with her own vagina and her own vaginal care. All right?
What was her vagina?
We'll talk about it. It's Way Up.
She wanted tea.
Oh, she came with receipts. It's time to spill that yee tea.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
I'm here with my guy Mano.
Yeah.
We've been eating.
Yes.
It's a good time up here today.
It's a great time. It's the third year.
Did you listen to J. Cole's The Fall Off yet?
No, I didn't.
Well, he posted.
Is this the one with Clue?
No.
That was it?
Where you been?
Is that out?
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Well, J. Cole did let people know he's not going to be doing albums as J. Cole anymore. He said his passion and excitement right now is in producing. He'll write, he'll record when it hits him, release new music if the spirit says to do so. But The Fall Off is a project I won't try to top. I want to make beats, produce for other artists, even if I'm not making the beat, just helping to craft the vision. And he did confirm that It's a Boy is still coming out. It's not scrapped. It will release. He said, we almost put it out before the album, but with the Birthday Blizzard tape and 24-song album, we were like, it's a lot of music to process. So you have time. It's an hour and 40 minutes.
So that's The Fall Off. Is out.
Yes, that's out now.
So where's the one with Clue at?
That was before that. Yeah.
Okay, that's out too.
Okay, come on, Mano. Let's rap about it. All right. And Mike Epps, he went viral for talking about Nicki Minaj while he was on stage in Louisville. And here's originally what Mike Epps had to say.
Nicki Minaj out there getting a train ran on her by Donald Trump now. See the man jumped on Donald Trump's side trying to get a free card, and the card wasn't even real. You ain't going nowhere. Get on back over there.
Well, he has since walked that back and taken accountability and even apologized for his stand-up. Listen to this.
I say stuff and do stuff, and then I go to bed, wake up the next morning, thought about it. Just want to apologize to you, Nicki Minaj, for saying the stuff that I said. Want to apologize to your husband, your kids, all of that for saying what I said. You know, I'm a comedian. Sometimes I get on that stage, you know, I have a little drink, and I go wild.
Sound like my boy got a phone call.
I'm shocked because as a comedian, and I didn't think it was that bad, right?
Right.
But usually comedians don't apologize for jokes they made. But, that whatever happened behind the scenes, we don't know. Or maybe he really did say, I feel bad about it. All right. Speaking of comedians, somebody who will not apologize is Cat Williams. And The Last Report is now on Netflix. So if you haven't seen it yet, one thing that he talks about is the evil people in the world, the evil men. One thing that they have in common.
They found out that all the evil men in the world throughout history all got one thing in common. They all got a micro penis. All of them. R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Jeffrey Dahmer, Hitler, all of them. You be evil too if you had a the size of an annihilator.
It makes sense. Right? Does it make sense? Like, imagine as a man.
Right.
That was you. Right. And there's nothing you could really do about it.
Yeah, you'd probably be angry.
You'd be so mad. Right, guys? Is anybody in this room you think angry a lot?
Damn.
Okay.
Don't
You
do
said
that.
Dan?
I said damn. Why would you do that?
I'm kidding.
Don't play with Dan like that, please.
All right, when we come back, it's the award-winning advice giving.
Award-winning.
Mano here with me. And it's time for Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Any question, we're here to help. That's 800-292-5150. But if you're evil because you have a micro something, we can't help. All right? 800-292-5150.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Mano, the award-winning advice-giving Mano. Let's rap about it.
Let's go.
All right, because you're giving out advice, too.
Absolutely.
Today we have a voice message from somebody who is dealing with a stalker.
I have a problem trying to get some help, but I have this guy stalking me in this city who's been doing it for a long time, and I have 4 police reports. The police got his information before on a bus. When I called back, the police would not give me the guy's name, try to get him to court, and the captain of the station wouldn't return my phone call. This guy continues to stalk me, and he has been getting away with this for a long time. No attorney in the city will even help me with this, and I'm trying to figure out what can I do.
She says she's not getting help from the police. I had to deal with a stalker before. I actually did have to get a restraining order.
In this case, I would say that you exhausted all your remedies, so now get a gun.
Get a license first. I want to say, A, you got to go to court and file it and get a restraining order. That way, if something should happen, or you can get him arrested. Right. But it is something to be taken seriously because you don't want to wait. And you're right, because a lot of times when it comes to, law enforcement, they're not going to really do anything until something physically happens to you.
Right, so.
And you don't want to wait for that. If somebody's stalking you, harassing you.
Take it in your hands.
Also, make sure that you're not alone. Make sure everybody around you knows what the situation is. Make sure that you're moving as safe as possible. If you got to get a Ring camera or whatever camera outside your house or wherever you live, you got to do all of those things to make sure you protect yourself. But number one, get that restraining order.
And then get a gun.
And then he's going to have to come to court, too, for the restraining order.
After that, then you look for him.
Make sure you get some pepper spray. Just in case something happens, it's always good to be on point. And listen, as much information as you can find out about this person, just make sure you have that on deck too. Well, that is your Ask Ye. 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can leave a message and ask us that way. When we come back, Beatrice Dixon is going to be joining us. She is the founder of Honey Pot, but she's also the author of a new book called The Soul Instinct. And you're going to love her story. It's Way Up.
And I'm back. We're about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee. You're Way Up with Angela Yee. Please believe that.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm so excited today to have Beatrice Dixon here with me, author now of The Soul Instinct, but you also know her as the co-founder, CEO, and Chief Innovation Officer for the Honey Pot Company, a company that we all know and love. How are you feeling today?
I'm good, sister. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Now, your memoir, would you call this a memoir?
I would. I think I would call it a memoir.
So this is out right now, and when I tell you this is this is a movie.
You think so?
I know so.
I appreciate that.
Early on in the book, you just discussed your childhood, and every year on your birthday, your mom talks about how you came into this world.
Yeah.
And It was quite a traumatic experience for her.
Yeah, it was. When I was conceived, my mother was in a really bad car accident. And basically what happened is the steering wheel like dropped into her and like broke ribs. And when it dropped in, it pushed me from where I was up under her rib cage. And they have to do emergency surgery.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They had to reconstruct her face and everything.
Yeah, because when I was born close to 7 months, and I was born without basically my brains, and my brains were exposed, and I didn't have a nose. Because of the way that I developed where I was initially, I was underdeveloped to begin with.
Right now I'm talking to Beatrice Dixon, author of The Soul Instinct and the founder of Honey Pot Products. I've never heard of a story like this.
It's crazy.
And I know the doctor also was like, this is the first time I've seen something like this.
Yeah, it was. They had to fly somebody in from Germany to construct my face.
So even your existence alone is something that is like otherworldly in a way. And you've had this ability to kind of tap into, I don't even know, what would you call it? Like this ability that you have to feel things and see things.
I guess it would, if we put a name, it would probably be like an intuitive ability, or there's a bit of a medium ability. But that's actually something that just runs in my family, right? Because I'm Black and Native American. Most of the women in my family have these types of gifts, you know, and so later in life, you know, those gifts really came in strong. But at that point in my life, I was just fighting for my life, you know.
For you, has it always been just like acceptance? It's been like this, or is it something that ever scared you?
I think when I was a kid, it might have scared me a little bit because I would know things, you know, like I would go to somebody's house and I'd feel somebody sick, or I'd feel a spirit, or I'd feel like an accident was gonna happen. It was like when I felt things, it wasn't always good things.
Right.
You know?
That's what's really hard.
And that's scary as a kid. But then at the same time, my mother never made it weird.
Right.
Because countless women in my family had these gifts.
Beatrice Dixon is here. She is the founder of Honey Pot and the author of The Soul Instinct. We have more when we come back, and she is so open and transparent. You will love our conversation. It's Way Up.
Yeah, what's happening? You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee. Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm so excited to talk to Beatrice Dixon. Her book, The Soul Instinct, is out right now, and you can also get her Honey Pot products in stores on shelves. The transparency that you have in this book is amazing, and I think it's important, too, to even think about how Honey Pot was conceptualized is for you to tell your own story.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you talk about BV, bacterial vaginosis, and the struggles that you have with that, because that's a pH balance thing. You know, there's women that struggle with that every single month. They get their period and they get BV, and then they take antibiotics, and then it comes right back again the next month. And so for you were having issues. You said it was so bad you got into a car one day and you stunk up the whole car, and everybody knew it was you.
The whole car, child. I was the person that stunk up the public bathroom. It was rough. It was bad. But if it wasn't that bad, I probably wouldn't be here right now having this conversation.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is part of the origin story of Honey Pot.
Yeah.
And why it even happened.
And to me, all of these stories are a part of the origin story. Like, I think that it's very important that I have stripped for money. I've done a lot of things to make money. They may have been short-lived, but like, there's a semblance there to me as it relates to everything that prepared me for this business.
Right now I'm talking to Beatrice Dixon, author of The Soul Instinct and the founder of Honey Pot Products. Another takeaway I got from this: you're comfortable with you. You know who you are. You know when to walk away. You know when to go hard for something.
Yeah.
You know when to say, let me pay attention because this came to me and I have to follow this path and do it.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that holds a lot of people back is we can hear these voices and we just squash them.
Yeah, and we shouldn't. And if anything, that's what I wanted people to take from this. Don't squash your voice in your head. Don't squash your first mind, because normally your first mind is right. Right? Don't be ashamed of the decisions that you've made in your life. And if they can read something in my story that can give them a little ease and help them feel a little more comfortable about some of the hard decisions or bad decisions or mistakes or just things that they've had to done to get from yesterday to the next day, right? I wanted people to read this and feel a version of just like, you know what, it's gonna be all right. Like, I'm here. I made it. And the other thing that I wanted to communicate was that the real wealth is actually being able to be happy. Mm-hmm. It's being able to have peace in your mind. It's being able to know that, like, whatever you've had to do to get to where you are, like, accept it for what it is.
I wouldn't be right where I'm in my spot right here if I hadn't done everything that led me here.
Yeah, and I bet you it's like a domino. Like, if you took one out, it's gonna mess up the flow of how this thing went. Mm-hmm. All things are in order all the time, whether we understand it or don't. I don't really live in the future. I do manifest, but I'm not like married to whatever the outcome is, because I know that I'm not really in control of that.
Yeah,
you know,
and things are ever changing.
They are. And don't be afraid to shift, because we can change. Mm-hmm. We can be a different version of ourselves. Right.
The Soul Instinct, Beatrice Dixon. And by the way, still the co-founder, CEO, and Chief Innovation Officer of the Honey Pot. It's not sold. I just want to put that out there because...
Yeah, I mean, we don't own majority anymore, right? Like, there is a majority partner, but I'm definitely still in it. I'm definitely still holding a solid piece.
Period.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming through. This was amazing.
Thank you.
Make sure you pick up a copy of her book, The Soul Instinct. Watch that full interview on my YouTube channel because there's a lot more to this on Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Pick up the phone. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm
Way
here.
up.
Mano's here.
That's right.
Go ahead, finish your shot. Don't let me stop you.
Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
But anyway, thank you again to Beatrice Dixon for joining us today. Make sure you get some of those Honey Pot products as well as her new book that's out right now. It's called The Soul Instinct, and you can read all about her own story. And I think there's a lot of great business tips in there as well.
It talks about how she
Okay, all right.
No, about how she created the business.
Oh, yes, it's all about how she created the business. Mano, it's so great to have you here. And if people have questions for you.
Right, 1-800-MANO. You could send that DM to Let's Rap About It DM. And I will be answering your questions on life, love, and experiences and relationships and things like that.
Okay.
I am a love therapist. I am a relationship guru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're a relationship guru?
I am.
Have you been in one?
What?
Nothing.
I've been in.
Anyway,
but
this is your show, so you have the last word.
2 weeks ago, right after we had all the snowstorm, it got really cold. My pipes burst in the apartment complex I was living in. My ceiling in my kitchen and my living room collapsed. It won't be fixed for months. My kids are staying at their mom's house right now until I can get a new place.
This is Nappy Head calling out of Duval County. My birthday was Saturday. Every year I plan a Super Bowl / birthday party for myself. Well, this year, my plumbing went out 2 days before the party. I had to cancel everything I spent on my money. Oh, man, I got to get drunk by myself.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.